Gresley Colliery Band, conducted by Dave Purkis. And gentlemen, second band then as well, and again, plenty of contrast in their performances. So before I come back to you there, of course we've got, as we talked about earlier on, about social media. We want people to get involved and be proactive and send in their views, their opinions, their hellos and welcomes, and their good luck messages by using the hashtag FestofBrass. And our social media guru Rachel has already got plenty of messages from people, hopefully from all around the world. So Rachel, tell us a little bit about some of the people who've already got in contact with us.
Yeah, we've had some really nice messages. This one I picked out from David Durnley. Says, "Good luck to the mighty Blidworth. Give it to him."
I think he's conducting them, but there we are. So there we are, he's doing well there.
And another band, Derwent Brass, said, "Good luck to everyone competing." Really lovely tweet. We've had one from Bridget, said, "Good luck." Gemma Newbury is sitting in bed with a cup of tea, watching the Festival of Brass, says, "Well done."
That's the way to do
That's
it,
the way,
isn't it?
yeah.
That's the way to do it.
On a Sunday morning, 10 to 10, that's it. Most people got the cat Sunday newspaper and their iPad in front of her. That's the way to spend the day. That's the way you really should watch brass banding. That's great stuff, yeah.
We've had some people from all over the world already logging in. Locally, we've got Margaret, who's watching with a group of people at her house in Sheffield.
Oh, well done, Margaret.
We've got Glenn in Norway, so hi to Glenn. And we've just had someone in America log on as well, Donald Spencer, so hello to Donald too.
I thought he was going to say Donald Trump then for a minute. Now that really would be a first if he came onto us there.
It really would. So then one last one we've got from Sean Oliver. He says, "All the best to Rivington and Addleton and Resdef Market Raisin. Play well and have fun."
Well, hopefully that's great. Thanks, Rachel. Keep us up to date with actually coming up. I know we're going to be doing a list of where people are logging in from all over the world, so we'll be updating that as we go throughout the day. Back to the two experts then, as we're going along. We've had the second performance that's been done. A little aspect about brass banding that we're going to be talking about throughout the day, different little opinions and that. Swing music. Brass bands and swing music, you know, it's like oil and water. The two of them mix. It's very, very difficult genre for brass bands to do. We've heard some great bands and some great swing players. You know, one of them, Rich Sweat, who was from brass band of Florida.
Yeah.
The secret is, if you brought up with that music, it becomes second nature. But it's a bit like, as you say, asking American bands to play Eric Ball music.
It's a matter of culture, isn't it? It's all in your upbringing. I remember a few years ago I'd spent some time with the brass band at Battle Creek. They're some of the most fantastic brass players in America. And at this type of swing music, they were just absolutely amazing at everything they did. It was just in their blood. It's how they do it. Stick a bit of Philip Spark in front of them, it was a different ball game. They were really out of their comfort zone. Still managed to play it extremely well, but it took a whole week for them to conquer that type of thing. But just stick some notes in front of them and say, right, we're going to swing this in such and such a style. Boom, away they went. It was incredible. But it's very, very rare that we hear a brass band in this country do anything like that.
As you say, it's a culture thing, Kenny, and we're not brought up with swing music. We've got to remember that, as you say, guys like Rich Sweat. I mean, Rich Sweat is an artist on the drum kit. I mean, he is an artist, and you know, he brings something to the drum kit that you rarely hear. But we've got to remember that these guys in the States, yes, they're brought up with it, as you say. They also, a lot of them are professional players. Rich Sweat and a lot of the players in Florida play at Disney. They're professional players that have professional daytime jobs playing music at Disney. So they play that kind of music every day. So it's very much a cultural thing.
You went to the proms, you've been to the proms a number of times, and they had like a swing proms, and they big band. Like Quincy Jones, didn't they, this year?
Quincy Jones.
Quincy Jones. They have players there who, for some reason, they just stand up and they can do anything. Yeah. But the key is that if you go like the rhythm section is the key, and then everybody else seems to fit around there. But when you hear these big bands, I like the American big bands. We go back years ago, Betty Goodman and all that type of thing. It just sounds so easy the way in which they do it. So it's something to learn. Can we learn it, or
I think
is it just
we were talking earlier about Grindthorpe in the 70s when Elgar Howarth was there. I think there was a time that they probably got closer than most bands have got to be able to play swing music, jazz, that type of thing. Certainly, I can remember the early years when I went to Granada in the early 80s. You were hearing that type of playing from Grindthorpe, and they were the only band that really kind of got it in those days. Thousands have tried to copy it, but very few have succeeded, haven't they? Since then, you know, we've had at every level of banding, we seem we've got to play a swing piece. But so often it just doesn't.
I think the answer to the question is you can learn it, but it's not easy to do. It's not easy to do, and when it's in your blood, and it is in the blood of the
But what's in
Americans,
our blood
as
is
we say.
labour and love, and
Absolutely.
the spectrum.
Spectrum's in me blood. As I say, spectrum is in me blood.
Shot through with Resurgam, as we say.
But I think you're right in that if you're actually brought up with that type of music, it is inherent with us.
Yeah.
You know, we are brought up with certain genre of music,
Yeah.
which we
Yeah.
play really well.
And that's something to rejoice in. It's not something that, you know, it's we have our culture, the Americans have their culture, and it's great. And it's
But
great to have,
also
it's great to have
that the-
American bands over
But the
here.
Americans are just as envious.
Absolutely.
The other way around, you know.
Or the Norwegians when it comes to Eric Ball, but that's a different
Oh, let's
thing.
not go there.
We'll have to go there.
I've got a Norwegian view of it.
That Norwegian view, and he's going to switch off at any moment now. We're going to go back to the hall shortly, where the third band on is Bridgworth Welfare, conducted by Martin Hartfield. They're going to be playing Home of Legends by Paul Lovett Cooper. The solo Demelza, Hugh Nash, who was the pseudonym of Gough Richards. The horn soloist is Sandra Kowalenko. Then we have Starburst by Dan Price, and then the last two sections of Fire in the Blood by Paul Lovett Cooper. So again, there's another program that's going to be put on by one of the bands with plenty of contrast that's going to be there. So we've got lots to look forward to. We've had a great time so far. So I'm going to hand you back now to Simone Rebello back in the hall.